Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Cosmic Blueprints Astrology. I'm Sino, and I'm so glad you're here. This week, from November 3rd through the 9th, is absolutely packed with major astrological shifts that are going to reshape our energy in profound ways. We're talking Mars changing signs, a powerful Taurus moon, Venus diving into Scorpio's depths, Uranus re-entering Taurus, and Mercury stationing retrograde. This is Transformation Week, everyone. So before we dive into your individual signs, let me give you the cosmic overview of what we're all working with. The week begins on November 3rd with Mars in Scorpio making a gorgeous trine to Neptune and Pisces. This is intuitive action energy. Trust your gut, follow your dreams, and let your spiritual compass guide your ambitions. Then on November 4th, Mars charges into Sagittarius and immediately opposes Uranus and Gemini. So buckle up. This is restless breakthrough energy. Expect the unexpected, especially around communication, travel, and our need for freedom versus our need for change. November 5th brings us the Taurus full moon, a powerful culmination around our values, resources, and self-worth. Something is reaching a peak here, and we're being asked to release what no longer serves our sense of security. November 6th is a double feature, so Venus enters Scorpio, bringing intensity to our relationships and finances, while Mars sextiles Pluto in Aquarius, giving us the drive to transform our social connections and long-term visions. November 7th is huge. Uranus re-enters Taurus after its brief stint in Gemini, settling in for its final journey through this sign. The same day, Venus squares Pluto, so expect power dynamics in relationships to come to the surface. This is deep transformation energy around love and money. November 8th offers some emotional relief as the moon in Cancer trines Venus and Scorpio, so nurturing energy supports deep connection. And finally, November 9th, Mercury stations retrograde in Sagittarius, so it's time to review our beliefs, revisit travel plans, and double-check all communications. And you know the drill, back up your devices. Now let's get into what this means for your sign. Remember to check your sun, moon, and rising signs for the full picture. Hey Aries! So Aries, this week puts major emphasis on your 8th and 9th houses. Mars, your ruling planet, shifts into Sagittarius on the 4th, lighting up your sector of expansion, travel, and higher learning. You're ready for adventure, but with that immediate opposition to Uranus, be flexible. Plans may change suddenly. The Taurus full moon on the 5th illuminates your second house of income and values. Something is culminating around money or self-worth. So this could be a payment coming through or a realization about what you truly value. Venus entering Scorpio on the 6th deepens your intimate connections and joint resources. With the Venus-Pluto square on the 7th, there may be intensity or power struggles in close partnerships. Go deep but maintain your boundaries. Mercury retrograde beginning on the 9th in your 9th house asks you to review your beliefs, educational pursuits, or travel plans. This is a time for inner expansion before outer exploration. So your action step is trust your intuition early in the week, then prepare for your plot twists midweek, so stay flexible. Hi Taurus! Taurus, this is your week with the full moon in your sign on November 5th. Something major is culminating in your personal identity, appearance, or how you show up in the world. This is a moment of release and realization about who you're becoming. Uranus re-entering your sign on the 7th is monumental. The planet of awakening and revolution settles back into Taurus for its final phase, continuing to revolutionize your sense of self through early 2026. So embrace change. It's liberating for you. Mars entering Sagittarius on the 4th energizes your 8th house of transformation, intimacy, and shared resources. With the opposition to Uranus, expect sudden insights about debt, taxes, or psychological patterns. Venus in Scorpio from the 6th brings intensity to your partnership sector. The square to Pluto on the 7th could surface control issues in relationships. This is about finding authentic power together, not over each other. Mercury retrograde beginning on the 9th asks you to review joint finances and intimate communications, so slow down and reflect. Your action step this week is to claim your power at the full moon. Who are you becoming? Own it. Hi, Gemini. Gemini, with Mars opposing Uranus in your sign on the 4th, you're feeling restless and ready for change. This is breakthrough energy in how you assert yourself. Just watch for impulsiveness. Channel this into productive change. The Taurus full moon on the 5th illuminates your 12th house of spirituality, endings, and the unconscious. Something hidden is coming to light. This is powerful energy for releasing old patterns or completing a healing cycle. Mars in Sagittarius from the 4th lights up your partnership sector. Your relationships get more adventurous and spontaneous. The sextile to Pluto on the 6th supports powerful transformations in your connections with others. Venus entering Scorpio on the 6th deepens your work and wellness routines. With the square to Pluto on the 7th, you may need to confront obsessive tendencies or power dynamics at work. Mercury retrograde beginning in Sagittarius on the 9th impacts your relationships directly. Expect to revisit conversations with partners or reconsider relationship agreements. Ex-partners may also resurface. Your action step is use your natural ability this week. The universe is pushing you toward liberation. Hey, Cancer. Cancer, this week brings beautiful emotional depth for you. The moon in your sign on the 8th, trining Venus in Scorpio, creates gorgeous energy for intimacy, creativity, and emotional connection. This is your sweet spot. The Taurus full moon on the 5th illuminates your 11th house of friendships, community, and long-term dreams. Something is culminating with a friendship or social circle. You may need to release connections that no longer align with your values. Mars entering Sagittarius on the 4th energizes your 6th house of work and wellness. You're motivated to improve your daily routines and health habits. The opposition to Uranus suggests sudden changes in your work environment. Venus in Scorpio from the 6th is gorgeous for you too. It lights up your 5th house of romance, creativity, and joy. Though the square to Pluto on the 7th could bring intensity in romance or creative projects, this ultimately deepens your passion. Mercury retrograde beginning on the 9th asks you to review your work systems and health routines. What needs adjustment? Your action step is to lead with your emotional intelligence. Your intuition is your superpower this week. Hi, Leo. Leo, this week puts major focus on your career and public image. The Taurus full moon on the 5th lands in your 10th house of career. So something is culminating professionally. Recognition, a project completion, or a career decision reaches its peak. Mars entering Sagittarius on the 4th fires up your 5th house of creativity, romance, or self-expression. You're deeply playful and bold. The opposition to Uranus brings unexpected twists in romance or creative projects, so embrace spontaneity. Venus entering Scorpio on the 6th deepens your 4th house of home and family. Emotional intensity at home increases. The square to Pluto on the 7th may bring power dynamics with family members to the surface. This is about transforming your emotional foundation. Uranus re-entering Taurus on the 7th continues to revolutionize your career sector. Your professional path is still evolving in unexpected ways. Mercury retrograde beginning on the 9th in your 5th house asks you to revisit creative projects, reconsider romantic communications, or reconnect with your inner child. Past romantic interests may resurface. Your action step this week is shine professionally at the full moon, but be prepared to adjust your approach as the week progresses. Hi, Virgo. Virgo, the Taurus full moon on the 5th illuminates your 9th house of expansion, travel, and higher learning. Something's culminating around education, publishing, legal matters, or international connections. This is completion energy for a learning journey. Mars entering Sagittarius on the 4th energizes your 4th house of home and family. You're motivated to take action on domestic projects. The opposition to Uranus suggests sudden changes at home, perhaps unexpected guests or repairs needed. Venus in Scorpio from the 6th enhances your 3rd house of communication. Your words carry more depth than magnetism. The square to Pluto on the 7th could bring intense conversations with siblings or neighbors or challenging commute situations. Mercury, your ruling planet, stations retrograde on the 9th in your 4th house, so it's time to review home matters, family communications, and your emotional foundations. Childhood issues may also resurface for healing. Uranus re-entering Taurus on the 7th continues to expand your horizons unpredictably. Your beliefs and worldview are still evolving. Your action step is to stay organized through the changes. Your adaptability is your strength this week. Hey Libra. Libra, with Venus, your ruling planet, entering Scorpio on the 6th, you're stepping into a period of deeper self-worth and financial empowerment. This is your 2nd house, so values and resources matter now. The Venus-Pluto square on the 7th brings intensity around money and possessions. You may need to confront spending habits, financial power dynamics, or your deepest values around security. This is transformative. The Taurus full moon on the 5th lights up your 8th house of shared resources, intimacy, and transformation. Something reaches completion around joint finances, taxes, or psychological healing. A debt may be paid off or an intimate situation resolves. Mars in Sagittarius from the 4th energizes your 3rd house of communication. Your words are bold and direct. The opposition to Uranus brings unexpected news or sudden short trips. Mercury retrograde beginning on the 9th impacts your communication sector directly, so double-check emails, texts, and contracts. Siblings or neighbors from the past may reconnect. The action step for you this week is to review your financial values and what you truly want to invest in, so money, time, and energy. Hi, Scorpio. Scorpio, this is your season amplified. Venus enters your sign on the 6th, making you even more magnetic and attractive. You're radiating intense transformative energy, so use this power wisely. The Venus-Pluto square on the 7th is particularly potent for you. This is deep transformation in how you relate to others and how you value yourself. Power dynamics in relationships surface, and this is your opportunity to evolve into authentic power. Mars begins the week in your sign, trining Neptune on the 3rd. This is spiritual warrior energy. Your actions are divinely guided. Then Mars moves into Sagittarius on the 4th, energizing your finances. You're motivated to increase your income, though Uranus opposition suggests unexpected expenses or sudden financial opportunities. The Taurus full moon on the 5th illuminates your 7th house of partnerships. Something culminates in a significant relationship, business or personal. This could be a commitment or a release. Mercury retrograde beginning on the 9th asks you to review your finances and values. What are you worth and what do you truly value? Your action step this week is embrace your transformative power. You're being reborn this week. Hey Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Mars enters your sign on the 4th. It's go time. You're fired up, motivated, and ready to take action on your goals. But the immediate opposition to Uranus brings unexpected challenges or sudden changes in direction, so stay flexible. The Mars-Pluto sextile on the 6th gives you powerful energy to transform your life, especially around social connections and future visions. You have the drive to make significant changes. Mercury, also in your sign, stations retrograde on the 9th. This is your season turned inward. Time to review, revise, and reflect on your personal goals, identity, and direction. This isn't a setback, it's a necessary pause for recalibration. The Taurus full moon on the 5th lights up your 6th house of work and wellness. Something culminates in your daily routines or health practices. You may complete a work project or make realizations about your habits. Venus entering Scorpio on the 6th takes your ruler planet into your subconscious 12th house. Your values and desires go deeper and more spiritual. The square to Pluto on the 7th may bring sudden issues to the surface. The action step is move forward boldly, but be ready to adjust course. Internal reflection is just as important as external action. Hey Capricorn. Capricorn, the Taurus full moon on the 5th lights up your 5th house of creativity, romance, and joy. Something culminates in your creative expression or romantic life. This is about releasing what blocks your authentic self-expression and joy. Mars entering Sagittarius on the 4th takes your drive underground into your 12th house. Your actions become more private, introspective, or behind the scenes. This is powerful energy for psychological work or spiritual practice. The Mars-Pluto sextile on the 6th is particularly supportive for you as Pluto is moving through your sign. You have the drive to transform yourself at a deep subconscious level. Inner work leads to outer success. Venus in Scorpio from the 6th enhances your 11th house of friendships and community. Your social life deepens. The square to Pluto on the 7th brings intensity to friendships or power dynamics in group settings. Mercury retrograde beginning on the 9th impacts your subconscious and spiritual life. Dreams become more vivid. Past unresolved issues may surface for healing. The action step for you this week is to do the inner work. Your external success is built on internal transformation. Hey Aquarius! Aquarius, with Pluto continuing its journey through your sign and Mars sextiling on the 6th, you're in a powerful period of personal transformation. You have the drive and the power to reinvent yourself completely. Uranus re-entering Taurus on the 7th is significant. It moves into your 4th house of home and family for its final phase. Your domestic life continues to evolve in unexpected ways through 2026, so embrace unconventional living situations or family dynamics. The Taurus full moon on the 5th illuminates your home and family sector. Something culminates around your living situation or family relationships. This could be a move, a family resolution, or emotional completion. Mars in Sagittarius from the 4th energizes your 11th house of friendships and community. You're motivated to connect with your tribe and work toward collective goals. The opposition to Uranus brings unexpected developments in friendships. Venus entering Scorpio on the 6th deepens your career sector, so professional relationships become more intense. The square to Pluto on the 7th could bring power dynamics or transformation in your public image. Mercury retrograde beginning on the 9th asks you to review your social connections and long-term dreams. Your action step this week is to revolutionize from the inside out. Your transformation inspires collective change. Hi Pisces. Pisces, the week begins beautifully for you with Mars trining Neptune in your sign on the 3rd. Your spiritual practice and creative imagination are empowered. This is divine action. Trust your intuition completely. The Taurus full moon on the 5th lights up your 3rd house of communication and local environments. Something culminates in your immediate surroundings. A writing project completes, a sibling situation resolves, or you gain clarity on how you communicate your truth. Mars entering Sagittarius on the 4th energizes your career sector. You're ambitious and ready to expand professionally. The opposition to Uranus brings unexpected opportunities or sudden changes in your professional direction. Venus in Scorpio from the 6th is beautiful for you, enhancing your 9th house of expansion and higher learning. This is gorgeous energy for travel, education, or exploring your beliefs about love and values. The Venus-Pluto square on the 7th brings intensity around your beliefs or educational pursuits. You may need to confront dogmatic thinking or transform your worldview. Mercury retrograde beginning on the 9th impacts your career. Review professional communications and career goals. The action step for you this week is to lead with your intuition and compassion. Your spirituality is your career asset this week. So there you have it, everyone. Your cosmic forecast for November 3rd through 9th. This is a week of breakthroughs, completions, and major energetic shifts. Remember, trust your intuition early in the week with Mars trine Neptune. Expect the unexpected with Mars opposite Uranus on the 4th. Release and let go at the Taurus full moon on the 5th. Go deep with Venus and Scorpio, but maintain boundaries. Embrace change with Uranus re-entering Taurus, and back up your devices before Mercury retrograde on the 9th. The universe is asking us to transform, to release old patterns, and to step into a new version of ourselves, so trust the process. If this forecast resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Cosmic Blueprints Astrology for more weekly forecasts. Drop a comment below and let me know your sign and what you're most looking forward to or nervous about this week. Remember, you're not just living life, you're co-creating with the cosmos. But until next time, stay well, beautiful souls.